So you're thinking about moving to South Louisiana and cities like River Ridge, Louisiana. Well, today in this video, we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of River Ridge to give you a better idea of what the city has to offer. Like I said, we're covering the pros and cons, the good and the bad and the ugly. Though there's not much ugly in River Ridge, it's one of the most sought after suburbs of New Orleans, and you'll find out in today's video. We're getting started right now.
If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know anything and everything about living in South Louisiana, then subscribe and press the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the real estate market here in our area. I'm Natalie.
I'm Carson.
And we are real estate agents and investors with White Coat Realtors Lowshore Properties. We love helping people just like you every day. If you're looking to sell your home, we'll either help you sell it or buy it ourselves. Or if you're looking to move in the next week or the next few months, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so we can help you make that smooth move to South Louisiana.
So like I said, we're covering the pros and cons of River Ridge today. Now, River Ridge is sort of in this upside down triangle in a pocket of the Mississippi River. And this triangle consists of River Ridge, Harahan, and Elmwood. And River Ridge is south of Kenner and Metairie and west of New Orleans. Got a population of about 13,500, and it's a very safe, peaceful, everybody knows everybody community like some of the other suburbs we've talked about. Very close to New Orleans, which leads us into the first pro. Not only is it close to New Orleans, only 20-25 minutes away from the Central Business District, from the French Quarter and everything to do, the fun and games of New Orleans, only 20-25 minutes away. Like I said, the airport is only 15 minutes away from River Ridge, 10 minutes away from some parts of River Ridge. So that is incredible for those of you who are flying a lot for work or whatever it is for travel. If you are on a plane often, you need easy access to the airport. River Ridge is definitely going to be one of the best places to live, close to the airport.
Our second pro of River Ridge is going to be that even though there isn't lots and lots of land available for you to live on, the neighborhoods do have a lot of greenery and trees, so it still feels like you're walking in nature when you're walking through the neighborhoods. And there's some that aren't as much, but a lot of them did have. 2 out of the 3 that we went to had a lot of the greenery, and it's nice to have that. Even you can still choose to have the naturey feel if you want that. And they're really good about keeping the area clean in Jefferson Parish. So there's not a lot of littering on the ground and stuff. It's just a very clean and well kept parish.
Our next pro is going to be that this community is safe and people are so friendly in River Ridge. I'm going to tell you a little story. We were filming our vlog video of River Ridge, and our second home that we showed in that video was the home of a guy we met. His name is Charles Clark, and he is the one who actually named River Ridge back in 1974. But this guy showed us through his whole home. He took us on like a 2-hour tour of his home and showed us everything in the home, everything he had packed up, and he just was determined to find us something to remember him by. And he was just the friendliest person I ever met in my life. Now, this guy was super nice, and he was a kind of an example of what River Ridge offers with relation to the friendliness and things of that nature. So I asked Charles about the safety of River Ridge. I asked if there was any major events that he could recall since he had lived there for such a long time. He said, well, there was one time a guy fell in a ditch and then screamed out help at the top of his lungs, but that was the only event that he thought of whenever I asked him that question. So that just goes to tell you something about the safety of River Ridge.
Your first con of River Ridge is going to be that it is pricier. Just because it's a more sought after city community, it has so much good factors to offer you, like the safety and stuff like that. So it's a lot more people want to live there, and so the demand is higher, so naturally the price is going to be higher. There's 18 homes on the market, and the price per square foot for those homes averages about $212. And two of the homes that we showed you in the other video was $250 per square foot. So it is a little pricier, but you pay for your surroundings and your community.
Yeah.
Just to give something to compare it to, St. Tammany is at about $170 per square foot, and New Orleans Parish, which is one of the highest ones in Louisiana, is at about $236 per square foot.
Although home prices are pretty high in River Ridge, your next pro is going to be that property taxes are super low. They're low, low, low. I mean, for reference, St. Tammany Parish's effective tax rate is about 0.76%. Orleans Parish is 0.81%. St. Bernard Parish is 0.46%. So just about half the amount of Orleans Parish and St. Tammany Parish. Now Jefferson Parish, where River Ridge is located, is only 0.43%. So if you're in Orleans Parish, not only do you have super high home prices, but you've also got super high property taxes. If you're in Araby, you've got pretty high home prices, but you've got super low property taxes. If you're in Jefferson Parish, if you're in River Ridge, you've got high prices, but you've got low property taxes. So that is one of the pros, is that although you are paying more money to buy the home, you're paying much less in taxes. Almost half is what you would pay in other parishes.
Your next pro is going to be that there's plenty to do around River Ridge. Like Carson mentioned earlier, that New Orleans is only about 20-25 minutes away, but you don't even have to go that far because the Metairie Mall, like the Lakeside Mall, and the stuff in Metairie, like they've got shooting ranges and just different things to do, is only about 15 minutes away. And then Elmwood has like a shopping center and some fun things to do with your family, jumping places and laser tag places, and that is only about 10 minutes away.
The next con is going to be that there is no land anywhere in River Ridge left. I'm exaggerating a little bit. There's one vacant lot that's about a third of an acre for sale right now, and it's $350,000. So that the little land that you can find is going to be super pricey. You might as well just buy a home at that point. But it's very suburban in River Ridge. Not only are you going to have a very hard time finding any land to build on, but there's not going to be much land in general. If you're looking to buy a home on, say, 3 acres, you're going to be waiting a while for that to pop up. They're out there. There's a few houses with that kind of land, but very few. And I will say this though, it's suburban, but you are not like super close to your neighbors like you are in, say, New Orleans. We went on a showing one time in New Orleans. We were showing a guy a couple properties, and it was so bad. The houses are so close together. You have to like turn sideways and try and get skinny to go through in between the houses. It's really bad. It's nothing like that in River Ridge. The homes are spread out. And another thing is that since there are so many trees and things of that nature, you're kind of sheltered a little bit. You're kind of secluded, even though you are in sort of suburban neighborhoods. You've got the trees to shelter you a little bit. So yeah, if you're looking for a country feel, you're looking for lots of land, you're looking for acreage to settle on, or just land in general to build a house on, you're not going to find it in River Ridge. If you do, you'll be waiting for a long time for that to appear on the market.
Another pro is going to be that the private and public schools are all A-rated. So that is a good factor to have in consideration when you're choosing somewhere to raise your family. So it's a good place to raise your family. And just because there's lots of things to do nearby, I mean, like Elmwood, like we mentioned, is only about 10 minutes away. And they have like bouncy areas for the kids and just different things you can do. So that makes it a great area to raise a family. Your last con is going to be that just since there's so many people that live there, there is going to be a lot of cars on the road, especially during work times, and just times where everybody's out and about, and so it does get congested from time to time. So that is a con, that sometimes you'll be sitting in traffic from going from place to place.
The last pro is that River Ridge is prime New Orleans culture. That Cajun Creole New Orleans culture is there. And River Ridge, there's no shortage of seafood restaurants by any means. There's one on basically every street. You're not missing out on your seafood or your Cajun Creole meals, and it's a everybody knows everybody community, and really nice restaurants and just things to do. It's such a good place to live. It's safe, it's peaceful, everyone knows everyone, nice restaurants, and the New Orleans culture is there. You don't have to be in New Orleans paying those high property taxes. You can live in Belle Chase in such a nice community with the beautiful greenery, and pay lower property taxes, and just enjoy that New Orleans culture in River Ridge. That's about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the pros and cons of River Ridge. I hope you like River Ridge as much as I do by the end of this video. It's definitely one of the most sought after suburbs of New Orleans by far. If you found any value in this video whatsoever, subscribe and tap the bell for notifications. And if you have any questions about anything we said in this video, or if you're looking to move in the next week or in the next few months, whatever it is, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call with us. We'll be happy to help you make that smooth move to South Louisiana. And other than that,
see you around town.